And we have been joined live in the studio by a friend of the show, Glenn Robbins.
Yeah, well, nice to be here. But as you can see, the look on the face. I don't know. I'm only a phone call away. Seriously, what's going on? If you want something, ask for it, rather than just taking and recreating without my permission.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
All right. Look, this is awkward, and I do apologise. MG said, let's do it. I said, no. I said, Glenn's a friend of mine.
Do you realise how much money people pay to get Russell to endorse things? And you've stolen it.
All right, so just in case you're wondering, what happened, we did a sketch recently on the program where we used AI to generate the voice of Russell Coight, and we did this without Glenn's permission. I'll play it to you now, if you don't mind, just so everyone knows what we're talking about. The sketch involved, we talked on the show about MG being conceived in the back of a sandman in Blacktown. Is that right?
That's correct.
And so we got together and thought, it'd be fun if that was the subject of a Russell Coight style documentary. Here's what we did.
Oh, Aussie adventures, time to hit the road. Well, there I was, minding my own business at the Blacktown Drive-In, perched up in my ute, chowing down on a meat pie and snag, when out of the corner of my eye I saw a couple getting frisky in the back of a panel van, which had a number plate that read, "On your Gaia." Now, I'm not one to pry, but it was in my best interest to take a harder look. And what I saw was something that reminded me of a mating ritual between two camels I once witnessed in the outback. I found out 9 months later a little baby Mark entered the world complete with a Made in Australia tag hanging off the end of his pecker. So it wasn't just the popcorn popping that night at the Blacktown Drive-In, where one Mr. Gaia Senior definitely drove one in that night.
Wow. Did he take a breath? I mean, one, I didn't know what he was talking about, and two, I mean...
Hang on, you have a crack at AI? It's not a person. It's a generated...
Why did you get AI to respond to me? Get him on the phone now, and he can respond.
Well, if you're listening, Glenn Robbins is not actually here. I'm actually talking right now to an AI-generated version of Glenn Robbins listening to an AI-generated version of Russell Coight.
And I'm just going through your files here, Mick, and there's some inappropriate things you've been searching for lately, by the way. And,
when you hear that, what do you think? Does that throw you, or because this is the world we live in now? We could pretty much do that whenever we want.
At first it throws me, and then quite honestly, it doesn't have my exquisite comedy time. Yeah.
But you're right, and that's where the comedian will never be completely. We should be right.
Never die. In
the AI, in the great AI cull, when people are going to lose their jobs all over the place. You and I, who I don't overstate this, let's call us national treasures. Will be very hard to generate.
If there was a Hall of Fame,
we'd be in it.
You would be in it.
We'd both be in it. There'd be statues of us.
MG is in the Hall of Fame. Is he not in the Hall of Fame, the sporting one?
Right now, I just wish he'd do one of those buttons up.
Yeah, I know.
Is that distracting for you?
Just pop out a nipple for me right now. There you go.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, if I didn't mean to interrupt. But so on Russell Coight, and I've heard this, but is this true? Is there, while we're talking about deception, do you have a life-size workable dummy of Russell Coight that's used in sketches?
I will say there was a period where I used to do a lot of stunts, and as I've got older, the second series, they decided that they couldn't risk the sad old man getting on and off a motorbike or being hit by something in the head. We did a full-size Madame Tussauds recreation. I hope Tom doesn't mind me saying this. I didn't ask for permission. But yeah, I went and got my face done.
Yes.
They put it on a body, and then I'm sitting there on set one day, and I turn up. It is the most bizarre thing.
Wow.
And they put him in a chair next to me, out in the middle of the bush, and in between takes, they would find me just sitting there staring at myself. Did I lean over and give myself a little kiss on the lips? Yes, I did.
A little squeeze?
It was absolutely, it was quite incredible. And I'm going, hey, I'm not too bad.
You could sneak out on your partner in the middle of the night, just pop that into bed. I could take that around and push its bottom up and down. People wouldn't know the difference, would they?
Yeah.
And what about the crocodiles? Are the crocodiles real?
We did. No, yeah, I know what you're talking about. We did one time. We got a. Tom said to me, "We've got a 4-foot frozen crocodile tomorrow. What do you want to do with it?" And I, of course, went, "Why doesn't Russell Coight get bitten on the penis?" Which we always did. So of course. No, this is a different one. No, this is a different one. We have to take it from an area, and we have to do up its snout. We have to put tape on its snout. And which is what you do. You put tape on it and so you don't get bitten. So what Russell does is he puts the tape on the snout, but he covers up its nostrils and he kills it. So, but what happened was but it was already frozen. So don't get me wrong, we didn't kill a crocodile. So what happened was we pushed the crocodile in the water to make it look like it was meant to look like it was dead. But what happened was it was just floating down, so it looked like it swam off. Yeah. So what we had to do, we had to take the crocodile, go down to the petrol station and get onto the air pump and squirt a bit of air up its clacker.
Up its Russell Coight.
Up its Russell Coight. Yeah. So when it swam off, it just flipped over and looked like it was dead. But I'll tell you what, the guy at the petrol station goes, "I've seen a lot of things in my life, mate. But I've never seen anyone go sticking that up the crocodile's ass."
I can't wait for the making of Russell Coight. Hang about, Glenn Robbins. And we were talking to Glenn Robbins live in the studio, but he's left. I think he may have his nose out of joint about the whole AI scenario. He's gone, but as I look out the window now of the studio, I think it's his friend Russell Coight. Is that Russell Coight arriving?
He's not happy.
Sorry. Oh, I'll fix that later.
Well, welcome aboard. You've done a bit of damage there, Russell. But...
G'day, Mick. Oh, MG.
Hello.
Gee, it's good. Geez, haven't seen you since we went camping that few weeks ago. And, sure, there was a bit of an incident. I ran over your foot and your leg, but I apologise about that. And Mickey, geez.
Great to see you.
Oh, so good to see you. Look,
what are you in town for?
Oh, look, I'm just auditioning for the next series of Farmer Wants a Wife. And they haven't been taking my call, so I just thought I'd go and knock on the door.
You came and you knocked on the door?
Yeah.
And you drove in here today?
And I drove in here today, and I'm also looking to do Alone Australia.
Alone Australia?
Yeah.
You'd be great at that. You'd win that, wouldn't you?
Oh, well, I did get on. And then I was going to drive up there to the spot they were doing it, and I got lost. But look, now I am here.
What have you done? What are you here for?
I am here.
You swung by today.
Well, I heard.
What's wrong with Glenn Robbins? He's gone.
He's gone. He's a bit of an arty farty. Takes himself a little bit too seriously. Look, I like the guy. He does a lot of good work, but needs to get over himself.
You're the big talent.
Look, this is embarrassing, but I like to write poems. I like to do a bit of bush
poetry.
Bit of bush poetry, and I have written a poem for one Mick Molloy.
Oh, for me?
Yes.
Oh, this is quite an honour.
Yes.
Well, I'm a bit nervous. Is it like Man from Snowy River, like Mickey's kind of coming to town?
Do you want the long version? How much time have we got? You want the long version or the short version?
We'll go the long version.
Okay, I'm going to go long version.
Let's do it.
This just does go a bit long. Okay,
you'll be right.
Okay, here we wouldn't have any any harmonica music or anything underneath it. No, how hard would that be? Yeah. If you just pull up a little, are we on air?
Yeah, we're on air right now. We really are.
We're really on air. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. A bit of a harmonica. Oh, this is nice.
Oh, well done, Cat.
Down a little bit.
It seems demanding.
Here we go. Mick. Oh, Mick, he's quite aside. After a few little drinks, he's not quite right. His words slur and his steps they sway. Yet he'll still order more, come what may. Through laughter and haze, Mick love persists. For the crimson cocktail he can't resist. With every sip, his grin grows wider. Negroni, oh Negroni, his faithful guider. Okay, that last rhyme didn't quite work. But anyway, there you go, Mick.
I can't believe it. What a show. It's been brilliant. Thank you, Russell. Please thank your friend Glenn if you see him.
Come on, let's all do it. Come on, MG, let's do a bit of boot scooting.
Let's do some boot scooting.
As we go out. Yeah, fantastic stuff.